Oh, hey, y'all. We are live. Let me make sure that everybody can see the live. What's going on? It is Tuesday. Y'all already know what that means. It's cocktail and convo. I got my cocktail. I've already been sipping. I'm not sure what your cocktail is. Tell me what your cocktail is. What you sipping on tonight? What are you sipping on tonight? Tell me. Mm, listen. It's been a gloomy day. Like, I thought it was going to rain and then some more stuff. And I don't know, did it rain? I'm not sure. I don't know. But we alive. We are going to get lit. We're going to have conversation. Make sure that you guys get, hey, good evening, Ella. How are you, love? Um, Make sure that you guys get your tickets. I will have the Eventbrite up tomorrow and posted for the Stiletto Experience, the Father's Day edition that's going down Friday, June the 17th. So mark your calendar, Friday, June the 17th, the Stiletto Experience. And it's all about the daddies, okay? If you have a daddy, whether he's your daddy or your father or whatever, make sure that you have him in the building, your sons, whoever. Everybody's welcome. But that is going down June the 17th, and I will have more details for you. Also, don't miss that live cocktail and convo in person information. That shit will be posted on the cocktail and convo um, the page as well, of both pages. I'm sorry, Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. Um, why I don't know, somebody put an angry face, but why are you so angry? All right. But anyway, so we are definitely getting down. I got my other co-pilot in the building. We rocking solo dolo tonight. Me and my main man. What's going on? 80 proof, Melly Mel, no kiss in the face, lemon juice in the eyes. What's going on?
What's good? What's good? What's good? Your boy's in the building. Definitely, I'm on a little more sobering tip considering where I'm at tonight. But at the same time, it don't matter. I still got my drink. My drink is in honor of Mother's Day, in honor of my mother. I got the motherfucking caramel Starbucks. You know what I'm
Oh, you
saying?
killing it. That's my favorite. That is so
That's for my mom coming up. That's my biggest day of the year because without me, she wouldn't have been a mom. She'd been some old lady. So definitely
what?
time to celebrate that.
Wait a minute. I swear, Mother's Day is coming up this weekend. Some people don't even know that Mother's Day is coming. Oh, look, just since you said Mother's Day, look at my son. Hey, my my oldest son is on here. Hey, Zom.
So your oldest son, he got exactly where I'm coming from. It's not his responsibility to buy you things. It's the
What?
ones that came after him.
Wait. First of all, my daughter is the oldest, and she's the only girl. So who
Oh,
are you
okay.
saying that
Well,
the oldest child is not responsible for buying gifts? All of the other children that came after. Why is what? What?
the oldest child is what made you a mother. The other ones was already a mother when you got here. Before me, my mom was just some lady out in the streets doing her thing. Then
Some
bam,
lady?
and
Really?
now she's a mom. She wasn't getting nothing before.
He said, that's fine. He will give me something anyway. I know that's right. I can't wait to see my baby. Been getting it in. My mom gets something. Thank you very much. Yes. But look, when it comes to Mother's Day, like it is coming up. Like, are you who gets Mother's Day gifts? Your mother? Does does your child's mother, if you're not together, get a gift?
If the child asks for it,
Okay, so you're not just gonna go ahead and buy a gift
I
for
mean,
your
well, I mean, it's a, well, yes, I will get a gift, but
okay.
basically, I try to wait until when the kids get of age, excuse me,
Mhm.
and then they can have more of an idea and share what they might like. That's kind of where more along the lines of where I'm going.
Okay. I don't know. I like I I don't think, listen, if any people out there listening, which I know you guys are, oh my goodness, do not do certain gifts. Don't give anything to cook with, to clean with, to like
See what I'm
no.
saying? I don't understand that. That's strange to me
What do you mean?
because if I was a if I had a career, if I was a chef as a president, I might get like a knife set. You know what I'm saying? If I was a scientist, I might get a new lab coat. So if you're a mother, why not get things to make you more of a better mother, like an air fryer, a cookbook, a vacuum cleaner? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that is so
Can
petty.
a can
No.
of pledge holster. You know what I'm saying? Things to make you a better mom.
A better mom, really. Those things make you a better mom. Bullshit. I call shenanigans. No way in hell. No, no. And then I
Couple
don't know.
boxes of wine, something on your mom, couple boxes of wine. That
Yeah,
makes you
I
my
mean,
better mom.
you could buy some wine and things like that, but I need a knife set. You know what
See,
I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
No, but y'all complain on Father's Day about the gifts that you get. I mean, ties and socks help you be a better father.
And let me tell you something. I love socks. You know,
Are you?
don't
You know what? You're not the first person that said that. I found that there are a lot of men that love socks. What is with y'all in socks?
you know what I'm saying? Because our feet are harder than everybody else's. We got hot feet. Y'all need to understand that. Especially if you're a black man. If you're a black man, our feet is always hot. People always coming for us. Always got tap dance around the man. So we always need a lot of socks.
Socks. You need no ties. No ties, just socks. Really, I love socks. Look at this. Like, what is wrong with y'all that love the socks? Well, ladies, if you were looking for a Father's Day gift, they love socks. I don't know. They just love socks. But Mother's
Socks,
Day,
the shirts, like all of
shirts.
those.
Are flowers appropriate for Mother's Day? Do you give your mother flowers?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll send them. This year I'm not, but flowers is a common go-to, which I don't have no beef with that. You know, and mind you, like, and I love moms. I have been dealing with moms for years. Not just mine, but many other people's moms. So
Yeah.
I'm a major fan of moms.
I
So,
do
but
not like you right now. Major fan of moms. You make me sick. Doris is saying they don't like buying their own. That's why you men don't buy your own socks and things. That is why we buy socks for you guys. I get it. Look, Mount, listen. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is Cinco de Mayo week, okay? Cinco de Mayo week. And statistics show that people, brown people, black people, celebrate Cinco de Mayo more, are more excited, I'll say, about Cinco de Mayo than they are about Juneteenth.
well, I think that you know what I'm saying. Um, to be fair, I think it's a little more celebration. I would much rather celebrate Cinco de Mayo for whatever it means in Mexico than Juneteenth, a massacre. Like I don't really like to celebrate massacres. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to celebrate Sandy Hook. Like that ain't really something I'm really going for. So I understand why, but Juneteenth wasn't really like a celebration. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what really?
I mean, I'm just saying.
So you're saying because of the violence, because of what it stands for, like
I
not
mean,
the independence?
it got a late start. Give it a couple years. Cinco de Mayo has been happening for a long time. So give it a couple years. Let Juneteenth get some momentum. You know what I mean? We get a couple of Juneteenth bands out there, some Juneteenth drinks. So you know what I'm saying? A little red and black and green mixture. You know what I mean? We got to
But
get time to build that momentum up.
but Cinco de Mayo is celebrating the victory over, the Mexico's victory over the French Empire. So that was actually a battle.
Right. Anytime. Plus, anytime you get a chance to beat the French in anything, I mean, you celebrate it. I mean, we don't celebrate Bastille Day, but we would if we was in France because they conquered something that time.
Uh,
So, I mean, Juneteenth at the end of the day, especially when you think about the fact that, okay, that was the day that they said slavery ended, but then it didn't end. You know what I mean? So it's like, am I going to celebrate something that you wrote in pencil? I'm going to wait to celebrate the day you wrote it in ink.
Okay, okay, all right. I mean, I'm just saying, Cinco de Mayo for Black people is the drink. Yes, it is. It's about drinking. So maybe we should do something like that for Juneteenth. We should be celebrating independence. It's just like it's supposed to be our Fourth of July, and on the Fourth of July, nobody that happened. That was a whole massacre. That was a whole war, or whatever the case may be. But you're free. Oh yay! Celebrate, drinks, happy grilling, all that good stuff.
I
And
mean,
it's on Father's Day. So you got like a twofer.
see what I'm saying? See, there we go. There we go. No matter what, we always got to do two things. We can't just have one thing. We always got to have something. On your way to the store, can you? Like, yo, damn. On your way to celebrating Father's Day, can you throw in Juneteenth? No. No, not that
First of all,
week.
I think the best Mother's Day gift, if you're looking for Mother's Day ideas, get your mother a hotel room. Y'all stay home.
Mm-mm.
Just get a hotel room, have food sent there, whatever the case may be, and she could just not be mom for that day.
You know
If
what?
yeah,
See,
I think that's the best thing.
you know why that's not going to work, because getting your mom a hotel room where basically the massacre happened that made you and made her a mother. We don't want to think about that. We know how we became sons, but the fact that how we became sons, that our moms got bun, that ain't something that I'm trying to really go for. So I'm not. You want to go to a restaurant inside the hotel? We can do that, but you're not pushing the elevator button. That ain't happening. No elevators.
Oh my goodness. Somebody said they're drinking for cocktail and combo tonight. I so greatly appreciate you. Oh my goodness, you shouting out everything. Yes, thank you. I am going to be at the Full Tilt Brewing tomorrow, slinging these jokes. Thank you, CA Design Space. I greatly appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Yes, and freaking D. Big shout out to everybody. Make sure that you hit my website, comediansluttle.com. You want to know where my events are and things of that nature. Oh my gosh. You had a topic and made a whole video. Like, y'all don't understand how serious Cocktail and Convo is. We are so serious about these topics that when we're not on Cocktail and Convo, we're always thinking of topics. And you had a topic, and it was too long to send in a text message. So you made videos. Tell us about this topic. I'm dying to talk about it. I am.
All right, so let me set up the topic.
Let me
So
see.
I was in the park a couple weeks ago, enjoying
Okay.
with my homeboys out having a good time drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and this couple pulled up, and when they pulled up in the park, they one car pulled up. When the car pulled up behind it, the dude got out and got to the car behind it. So in the beginning, they were both in the back seat with the windows down, and so I'm sitting right there like I am now, and I'm just watching. Like I'm in the park where I was already doing. So then they sit up there and put the windows up. And I just think that's crazy because you in the park. Then I'm still parking, basically during the day, walk over there, and this guy has the nerve to stop fucking and look at me. And I'm like, yo, mind your business. Like I'm the one that's in the park. Why are you worried about me doing what I'm supposed to be doing in the park, which is look around? You pulled up into the park where public was happening. So why are you so afraid and so mad that public happened where you were? So my question was that if you decide to go to a public place, is it the public's right or responsibility to avoid you because you came where they were? And my point was like, no. If I saw a rabbit having babies, I'd be right there watching it. So if I
So
can
wait a
watch
minute.
them multiply, I can watch you practice multiplying. I don't know what the difference is.
Okay, so wait a minute. So you're in the park. These people pull up. They're clearly about to do some freaky shit, right?
Well, they
And
was already doing it.
they were already doing it, but they rolled the windows up because you were watching. You were being like a whole voyager. You know what I mean? Like, should you? The question is, you know, should you, if you're already having, interaction or you're like in the middle of doing it and people show up, do you stop because they're watching? Do you try to shield it because they're watching, or you just go full balls to the wall?
I
I
was
don't.
already there. I was already there
Oh, you
enjoying
already
the
saw
day.
some of the acts, and you were like, "Why can't I finish the rest of this movie?" So I said, I love a good car session. Okay, transport. I'm saying, like, should you watch though? Like, shouldn't you turn away? Shouldn't you really be like, oh wow, they're having an intimate moment? I watch for the police. It's entertainment for everyone else. Okay.
I didn't now to be fair, I didn't like stop what I was doing. I didn't purposely. They came where I already was. So it
Okay.
wasn't like I had to, what I'm saying, like the drinks were still going. But
Like
like
if you're
dude,
in the park,
he
you're
was
in the
already
park.
winning. Like I don't you already winning. If you're in the park and your girl's willing to come with you in the park on a Sunday and it was only like 6:30, wasn't like it was dark, you are totally winning. The fact that you even shut the doors to me is weird. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Did
But
you say shut the door? Really? So yeah, wait, let me get this straight. So you're gonna go to the park, have sex with the doors wide open. Like that's what you're
I,
doing?
I'm already there. You see what
No,
I'm
but I'm
already.
saying, would you? Would you go to the park and have sex with the doors wide open?
Yeah, I have been in a parking lot. that was adjacent to several parking lots for McDonald's and liquor store. And on the hood, these things happen sometimes.
On the hood, you gonna fuck the
I mean,
car up.
who don't go to a parking ride? You go to a parking ride, there's church buses pulling up, exchanging drivers from Atlantic City to the next one.
Somebody said you're glad. Listen, they're lucky nobody YouTube them. I'm not. I'm not stopping. Getting some popcorn.
Yeah,
Just might
exactly.
learn something. You gonna stop and get? Listen, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not stopping. Like you're like you're not the police. Like if you choose to sit here and watch this beautiful moment, then hey, and there's no hiding it. Like I'm too light, even in the dark. I'm gonna like a glowworm, so you're gonna fucking see it. It's
I mean,
gonna.
he lucky I didn't sit on the hood in Indian style like I really wanted to, and just be like, you know, say breathing all hard, steaming up the
Yo,
outside windshield. But I
somebody said
think,
you are gangster, okay? On the hood, like man, if anytime anywhere was a person, yep, that's me. I know that's right. I'm just like somebody. I'm not stopping. I mean, initially you stop because you're like, who's that, right? And then when you realize it's not anybody that can write you a ticket or citation, take you to jail or whatever the case may be, then it's like, well, I mean, we already here. We're here. We already
and I
started.
have been around a lot of people. I don't know where I be, but I've been around a lot of places where people are having sex out in the open. I've been in the Mondawmin parking lot, walking past, people having sex right there. I walked into a laundry room one time, people was having sex in there. They don't stop. You know what I'm
Um,
saying? They just
I
continue.
really think
I've been to libraries.
you're searching out and looking for people having sex all the time because nobody sees that as often as you. Okay, I'm really starting to think maybe you out here like, let me see where I can find the people having sex.
I
Nope,
mean,
I'm
you know what I'm saying? When you hot, you hot. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just your luck that day. Every time I
but
see
if
it,
you
I buy a scratch off.
get a you gonna buy a scratch off, you probably fucking win. And fucking 69 or some shit. Like, yo, oh my goodness. But since we are talking about that, listen, how to keep the relationship spicy, how to keep it going. That might be one thing. Like maybe sometimes riding to the park instead of doing it in the bedroom or, in the house, like kind of like keeping it spicy. Because I had a conversation with a bunch of women and it was weird because I went from a conversation with women to a whole conversation with men, right? And the conversation was about marriage, relationships, long, periods of time being with somebody and sex. And all the men were like, all the men, the crazy part about it, all the men were cheating. They all had like a side thing going on somewhere, right? And all the women were talking about how to avoid having sex with their husbands. And I was like, I'm like, I didn't, first of all, I knew men cheat. Like, I knew that. I did not know that there were so many women that actually go out of their way to not have sex with their husband. Like, they share ideas. Like, what you got to do? Lay on your left side and like close your eyes, like, or do this or wear these underwear. Like, it was so many things on how not to have sex with your husband. Somebody should write a book and maybe they should read it. I don't know.
See what I'm saying? And then you have the nerve because you set us up with that false advertising,
What?
letting Plymouth Rock land on us, making us think we're going to have all of this, and then you plot and scheme and make it seem like it don't have. It doesn't have to be a chore. You know what I'm saying? And then you flap on your belly like, yo, that's not fun.
But
You know,
but do you ask the woman? Do you ask her like, why you feel like that? Why does it seem like a chore to you? Do you ask her?
yeah, I do. I've asked because
And
like
what's some of the
because
excuses? What's
because
some of
to
the
me it's a great time. I'm like, yo, let's what I'm saying, like we can do all types of things. I am not someone who's closed minded, so it don't have to be a chore. Each and every time it can be an adventure. Like you know what I mean, like whatever you want it to be. And
right?
the thing about it is the fact that you met me a certain type of way.
Uh-huh.
You decided that all of a sudden you want to change my diet up, change how much I eat, change how much. Look, yo, that's not what I signed up for. We was having it weekly, we was having it daily, and you
Right.
decided all of a sudden, just Saturday mornings or before cartoons come on, like nah, yo, or you want to wait until, you know,
But there's
we
obviously a
gotta be at
process.
work at 10, So let's hurry up and have sex at 9:30. No, no, like that doesn't make any sense.
I
So
mean, but obviously there's a problem though. If you're sitting there and you're like, I am trying to avoid having sex with the person that I'm with.
but
But
and the thing about it is this is the beauty of women because men can never have that liberty. If we decided we was gonna have stuff, we decided to have this discussion. Oh, it's because we got bitches on the side. It ain't gonna be because she's whack. It ain't gonna be because she ain't giving me. No, it's somebody else. He making other plans. No, bitch, you're whack. My dick deserves better. You understand what I'm saying?
hey
Like,
yo,
let's just face it. Me and my dick is like this, son. We have been together from day one. From day one, yo. So
so
it's
you
like
so you're saying men can't have that conversation and say, look, you just don't put me in the mood anymore. Like you can't say that.
I have friends who are married who have had these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately they want to do these things with their wife. That's why they married them. You know what I'm saying? Like you decide to say I want to have sex with this person for the rest of my life. You ain't saying it annually. You saying that I wanted to have sex with this person for the rest of my life, and you decide that you want to change the rules, change the details. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
oh,
maybe
you
the
only.
sex changed. Maybe the sex changed, or maybe it didn't change. Somebody says, hey, look, so does the woman that's finding ways not to have sex with her husband, it will lead him, leads the man to cheating, I mean, I think that, men get a pass, laugh out loud. Like it leads them to cheating.
I mean, but that's my point though. What's the cheat? What is the cheat if we're not doing it? What? Because if every day I kiss you in the face, I'm not kissing her in the face, and that's the only thing we doing. That's what I consider cheating. So if we're doing these things and you're
Okay.
not, so if you don't want to get on top and you don't want to fuck your man, you don't want to suck his dick, how is that cheating when you're already not doing it? I don't
Wait a
understand.
minute. Okay, so listen, somebody is saying, "Damn, bro, it should never be like that." Bro, you better learn some new damn tricks. Exactly. But you're saying it's wait because I need everybody to understand this. You're saying it is not cheating if you're going over here to get something that your mate is not doing.
That's exactly right. I mean, did you cheat on Popeyes? Live out of chicken? You went to KFC? No, Popeyes didn't have what you had, so you went to KFC. If your girl is not performing where she's supposed to perform, what's the cheat if you're not doing the act? Now, if you're actively banging out and you're actively doing all these things, then yeah, they're not cheating. But if you're not an active sex partner in his life, what's the cheat? How could that be? What am I cheating on you with? We were gonna have sex that day. Oh, I didn't. Get the fuck out of here. Mm-mm.
What? Yo, I have never heard this. Only on Cocktail and Combo when you hear shit like this. So it is Mel 80 proof is telling us it is not cheating if you're getting whatever from someone else that you're not getting from your mate. If you're not actively having sex, then it's not cheating. So maybe
Because
we had this
I
cheating
play
thing
those games.
all wrong.
I am somebody who am willing to do it. I worked in a porn store for a long time, so I'm not some sort of prude who's not that's opposed to anything. So if you choose to do that, that's what you chose to do, and just assumed I was gonna go along with the profile. No, bitch, I'm gonna be. I'm not. I'm never going gluten free. I'm not going to be a pescatarian. I'm not vegetarian for you. I am a carnivorous heterosexual male, and so that's my appetite. If you don't have that, then steer me elsewhere. Why would you want to trap me?
So basically, like somebody is asking you, so you're saying pretty much that someone won't do, somebody else will, like that's still cheating.
It's not because they're not doing it. How could that be? How am I cheating on the test that you refuse to take?
I mean, I,
If you
God,
if you if you don't want those things, if you don't want someone else to have the chance, you need to cover all your bases. You understand what I'm saying? My girl cheat on me, it's gonna be with Mr. Sports Coat. And it ain't gonna
Mr.
be
Who, who, who the hell is
sports coat, hold your hand, got a watch on his wrist. You know what I mean? I want to point out the things that's up there. Like, what do you, no, what? Windows? Windows? No, nigga, no. So that's what it's gonna be for me. It ain't gonna be somebody who lack stamina, lack passion, lack toys, lack lube. No. I got double D batteries. I got things that
crazy
take
as
care of.
hell? You sound crazy as hell. If you aren't getting what you need, be a man and move the hell on.
Oh, that's exactly what I did. What? That's what we're talking about.
Hey, yo. But if you're still with that person, so even though you moved on and maybe started sleeping with someone else or and being, whatever with someone
I
else,
need to move on.
doesn't mean why not just leave like the
Why
person?
move on? Why move on? You keep a nice house. I like clean sheets. You don't say we click well together. That's my space partner. I'm not giving all that up. So that's okay. It's all right. I'm not doing that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
did
saying?
you say that's my space partner? But some people do stay in a relationship because they're like, yo, this is my ride or die. Like we click well together. Everything else is going okay. You know what I mean? And there's just a few hiccups here or there, and you can just fill those hiccups with another person.
I mean, for instance, if we're together and I can't fight, I don't have a way to protect you. Are you cheating on me with the Smith and Wesson? No, I'm not. I don't have the ability to protect you. So therefore, you need to be feel protected. You got to buy a gun. You don't have the ability to bless me. Well, I'm going to go to a different priest. I'm not going to just keep going to the same convent over and over again. No, I'm not. That's crazy talk. So
Uh-huh.
I don't have to be dumped because of the fact that I can't fight. Just buy a gun.
Okay. Just buy a gun. I get cheating is foolish. You have you have to understand. Like maybe you have an understanding. Polygamy. Polygamy is big right now. Polygamy is going, is going strong. I agree when dating, but when married is another level. Fine.
But see, that's the thing though. See, everybody loves to name these roles, but then live up to it. Because ultimately, my job is to please my partner. My job is not to keep my partner from cheating on me. My job is to
Mhm.
make her not want to cheat on me. So
Okay.
therefore, I fulfill the roles. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be out cooked. I'm not going to be out humped. I'm not going to be out hygienic. You know what I'm saying? All of these things I keep on total 10 because of the fact that these things are important. So
Okay.
that's what I do. I work to keep my mate satisfied. If you working to keep your mate unsatisfied, like these women were, what are you talking about? Because you refused to live up to the role that you agreed to. That was the agreement.
Okay, that's not that's not the damn same. It's not the same. So STDs are growing strong. So are STDs.
You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying? Really?
polygamy and
Okay.
STDs are growing strong.
You know what else is going strong? Plan Bs. You know what I'm saying? Plan Bs is going strong. You know what else is going strong? Underground abortion clinics. Those things
Hey
you
yo,
can't keep the line from out the side of the door. I
but
mean,
I
it
mean,
don't have to be worst case scenario. I mean,
can you have a conversation with your mate? Because a lot of these women, like, they weren't having conversations with their man or their mate, telling them, "Hey, listen, you're not doing it right. Like
let me
this,
ask a better question.
boring." Huh?
Let me ask it this way:
What?
if you didn't cook, and there was a woman at the job who cooked for your husband, and on certain days of the week he went over there and ate dinner, that's fine. No fucking is involved. He's just feeding your
No.
man.
Yo, first of all, that is a cardinal sin. Okay,
So then
you
what are we talking about?
eat
Then
nobody
what
else.
are we talking about? That's, see what I'm saying? What are we talking about? You know I'm not allowed to go over Patricia's house. You know what I'm saying? To go over there and eat meatloaf and she beat the potatoes. That's what I'm gonna do. You okay with that?
Yeah.
She has elements that match her apron, and you okay with that? No. You,
No.
you
Okay.
take some lingerie any day of the week.
Ladies, I hope that you're listening to this because I'm quite sure somewhere in what he's saying, other men feel the same way. They're just not saying it. But I think women need to start speaking up and saying exactly what we want in the bedroom or what we want out of the relationship. Then that way you give a person an opportunity to even change, make adjustments, or let you know that you need to move on to something else. Like I saw this show, it's like something about ultimatum or whatever, and they're giving each other ultimatum. So like if they want to be married, and so they're like, "Hey, I'm giving you this ultimatum," and what happens is they say you have to break up with the person and then stay with somebody else for 21 days. Like mix and mingle like you're single. You know what I mean? And see if by the end of this experiment, if you still want to be with that person or you want to, finally, move on to something else. And I think that's absolutely fucking crazy. Like, why would
See, I think see what I'm saying. I think it should be the opposite. I think that you should be able to separate from your mate for 24 days with no other opportunities. See how happy you'd be without them.
let me tell
Because
you
if
something?
somebody else is there to entertain and take away your attention, then you can't really see that that person isn't, you know what I mean, But if you separate 24 days, you go left, I go right, and on
Right.
that 25th day, we like, you know what? I really like being away from you. This way, you don't have to deal with the fact that it was with somebody else involved. Because now
Right.
it makes it seem like I left you for Steven or I left you for Samantha. Whereas in actuality, that's your real 24-day period.
Wow. That is, I never thought about it like that. That's a lot. But I'm like, why would you want somebody like, isn't that temptation? Should you put temptation? And somebody is saying, ain't no other bitch feed my man. I
See
actually,
what I'm saying?
let me tell
See
you
what I'm
something. I
saying?
actually think, I am telling you right now that I think that somebody feeding my man is more of a fucking of yo, no, you can fuck him, but you better not eat that bitch's food.
See what I'm saying?
No, goddamn no. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way.
And so therefore, you know what I mean? That's what it is. If you decide that you're not going to be happy with that, you're going to force your man to eat your bad cooking because you're going to keep trying because you're scared of the fact that you know there's somebody at the job that can cook. You know this. At our old job, we had potlucks all the time. All it was is bitches showcasing what they could do.
Yeah.
So you not even, and that's the equivalent of having a sex toy party at your job. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what's the difference?
So
So
is that okay for the woman to do the same thing now? If the
yep.
if so the woman can have somebody, it's not cheating. So you shouldn't, so you wouldn't be mad at your girl if she went and got somebody else, like you said, sport coat. You'd be like, okay, you still be with her?
I mean, because the things that they're going to be doing is going to
Would you
equivalent.
still be with her?
Let me tell you something. I,
Ah,
it's that's my
just
girl.
got real. Would you still be with her?
Yeah, I would. To be honest with you, if they're just going out because I know the things that I don't want to do. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So if that's it, then that's fine.
Okay,
Because
so she's
again, cheating is on something that I'm not already doing.
okay, so if they're going out and holding hands and doing intimate things like that, you're okay with that. They're having long conversations, walks on the beach and stuff like that. You're like, okay, go ahead, sweetie, because that's not
Yeah,
the shit I'm gonna do.
yeah,
And I'm
because
not
because
gonna
as
leave
soon as
you because
because while you spend all day getting sand in her toes, those toes are gonna be. I'm getting sand on my shoulders when she get back, so I don't have no problem with that.
men talk. Okay, all right. Not fucking him either. I understand, not fucking him either. First and foremost, I cook everything from scratch and I
You
hold my own.
understand? Because of the fact that she's not looking for nobody to steal her man. That's the point that I'm making. You have to cover your bases. If you don't want nobody fucking yours, what do you do?
But the
You know what I'm
crazy
saying?
part about it is a lot of the men are cheating. They don't require the same stuff from the side woman that they require from their main woman. So that woman really, the one that's doing those little like little things or whatever it may be cooking for him, doesn't have the other obligations. Does that make sense?
Well, that's true, but they shouldn't have the obligation because they're only there for that need.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Their job is totally different. Their job isn't to be mine.
Uh-huh.
Their job is to fill in when you're not doing you.
Ah,
So that's so their role isn't the same. Like I said, if I'm over there eating her food, her job isn't to blow me afterwards. I mean, I appreciate it just for the record, but that isn't her job. You know what I'm saying? It's my girl's job to blow me afterwards. So
are you
therefore,
getting blown afterwards though? After a good meal, can you turn down head? After a proper meal? Really? Can you turn down oral sex after a proper meal?
I don't know how you could turn out anything after a proper meal.
Right. You can't
I
turn that
mean,
down.
I've always believed, and this might be shallow thinking, just ignorance on my believing, but I've always thought that was always the cure to domestic violence. Like
I'm
if your
putting you on
man
a solo screen for that one. What?
if you're a man, if you know your man is prone to anger, and he busts up in that house and he smell blueberries and he see a roast on the oven, if he's still that mad, then get away from him. But that's not gonna happen. Your man comes in there like I'm so sick of this bit. The fuck is that? Is that roast beef? But you ain't even. Is that a cake? What under a cake plate? What do we? No. And then after he does all of that, he's gonna be too full to hit you. He's gonna be asleep. That is the cure to marital bliss. So that is what I believe. Feed them, can't beat you.
Feed them, can't be. Again, this is Cocktail and Convo. We're on every
I
single
mean, it might be wrong. I would hate to think that there's monsters out there that's beating women on full stomach or taking a chance on the roast getting overcooked because you want to smack it. Like, yo, get it out the oven. Like, that's crazy. So I don't think that I would like to think that
these,
there's not
these
no
are the views
monsters.
of 80 proof. These are not the views of
Well,
Cocktail and Convo. Oh, he is okay. All right,
I
it is.
don't know if that's true. I would just like to think that that should be it. I mean, and I watched a documentary, and Tina Turner didn't do no cooking. She did a lot of singing, and a lot of dancing, but
Yo,
she didn't
I'm
have any oven mitts. She
I'm
had a
done
mic
with
in her
you.
hand,
I
but it
am
wasn't.
done with you. I'm done with you. But no, you know what? Last week you were not on the show, and Montreal Anthony was on the show, and he kind of took your thing. He was upset because he felt like if he was at an event or in an area where the LGBTQ community and things like that were, he was like he was very offended if men didn't want to hit on him, and then you have that same viewpoint, like. Or do you? You know what I mean? Like he said, if I go to Pride and nobody tries to hit on me, I feel my self-esteem. Like what? Like what's going on? Like why not me? Like
Well, see, I don't. I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna go that far. But what I will say is that I don't have a problem with other men finding me attractive. It seems like it only makes sense. So women are attracted to men. You know what I'm saying? So naturally they are attracted to me. And if you are
right.
attracted to men, then naturally you're attracted to me. So, that's just how I feel. And I appreciate it.
You appreciate it.
If
You
I want,
appreciate the
if,
man saying like compliment, like, hey, can trying to talk to you, or maybe saying you look nice, or coming on to you, I should say.
well, I don't. Right. So, like, I don't really look like I go that way. So nobody's really that aggressive with me. But they'll
Right.
say something, what I'm saying? Hey, I like what you got on, or hey, you smell nice today. And I smell like yesterday. So I know he really smells me and he likes it. And so that type of thing, I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to that. And I'm not opposed to perks. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to Dunkin' Donuts and you want to give me an extra donut or extra large fry, or I get an extra order of breadsticks from Pizza Hut or something, I'm not turning that down. I know what it's for. It's for me to. It's only so that you can watch me leave. I'll take them.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait. So if a gay man says to you, yeah, at McDonald's or you're somewhere, he's like, I'm giving you this extra fry, and he's giving you the extra fry, kind of be, like a little cute, little flirtatious. You're like, I'm taking the fry. I'm leaving. I'm not gonna flirt back. But
Yeah, I
just
mean,
give me
I'll make conversation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be batting my eyes. Like I ain't going too far. But
okay.
and I mean, and like you can't cross the line. You can't be like, hey, your mouth sure is pretty. No,
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 he
I'm
can't
not
do that.
being.
But he
Can't
can
do
tell
that.
you smell nice.
Right. Smell nice. If you think I look nice, or, whatever it is, I'm not opposed to that because in my mind, I find it weird when people don't find me attractive. I'm like,
You find it weird. So no matter who the person is, you're like, I find it weird that you don't find me attractive. 80 proof. You said you said that like you're gonna switch while you walking out of McDonald's. 80,
so
are you switching? Are you giving us a little something to look at on the way out?
So just to be fair, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I know y'all can't really tell, but I'm dragging a lot of wagon, so I don't
Yeah.
have to switch. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You have this hourglass figure, niggas want to keep time with you. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You can't help these things. So
Hey,
for those
yo.
who don't, you don't even. I mean, you don't even have to. You know what I'm saying? If
So,
you
but
have a dog,
you're gonna engage in the conversation though. So he's like, so what you doing later?
I'd be like, yeah, I'm going out having some drinks. Fuck you doing later?
Okay. So he's like, can I have drinks with you? Are you down?
I'd be like, no. No, but I will take that frappuccino. I'll take that frappuccino though.
You're gonna take that frappuccino.
Yeah, I'll
I
take
mean,
that.
but I mean, in hindsight, women do it.
Right.
You know what I
The
mean? If
game
you
is
know
the
a
game
guy
is
that
fair.
works at McDonald's, he a little sweet on you, he flirting with you, whatever. You'll take the free shit, knowing he's never gonna get a chance, knowing that you're not gonna talk to him, right? So
I
what's
mean,
wrong with a guy doing it?
you've never done that at like the at the register and let them swipe something past it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do what you got to do. And I'm not saying just men. I'm saying anybody. I'm not opposed to races. You know what I'm saying? Genders, whatever the gender liquidity is. Whatever.
Okay.
I mean, I'm already giving you a heads up because like I'm already here.
Well,
So
since we are on that topic, Dwayne Wade was talking, had an interview, and in his interview, he was talking in regards to him at when he was younger, when he was growing up. He used to wear his mother's heels, try on her heels, and things of that nature, and it's normal behavior.
well, I mean, so
Is
he's
that
saying
something,
that
or is that something that people? Yeah, that's no. That you hold on. That's really like, yo, I'm just listen. You you gotta see the mambo.
listen,
No,
it's
no.
for hookups. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I mean, whatever I thought I could get, I stay in my lane. If I thought that somebody was gonna, you know, say sign me out a rental car or something, I'd be all up in budget and Avis with my shirt open. You know what I mean? But I'm where I can get these little minor hookups and things like that.
So no
I'm
matter if
not
it's
turning
a
them
gay
down
man saying to you, "Hey, I love your eyes. Your eyes are beautiful. You're right," and you're
yeah,
just like, "Thank you,"
because
and
they are. Don't say things about me that ain't true. Then that's something totally. Well, you sure it's fine? No, I'm not fine. I look pretty good. Like that's how I know what the difference is. That's what I know. If you go too far, you know, like you can't see my print. You know what I mean? In my pants, I barely make a fingerprint. You ain't. I know exactly what you're hitting at. So therefore, so therefore, mm-mm. But you know,
look.
as long as it's within moderation.
Well, Alvin is saying, look, no gay shit. I will compliment a man if the suit that he's wearing is nice. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a Steve Harvey suit or his shoes are nice or something like that. He compliments a man. Doesn't mean anything. He said, nigga, no. Marcus said, nigga, no. What? I think a lot of men feel that way. I think if they were put in a position where they were around, men that like men, and no man try to talk to them, I think they would be like, damn, like what's wrong with me a little bit. I don't know.
But I don't. But see, that's the thing. I don't know. See, 1-5 is a little different. I'm not going there with the interest. Like, I'm not going there for the boost. I'm not going there to be like, oh, I know I look good. These niggas is going to follow me all through this parade. Nah, that's not going to happen. But I just assume. You know what I mean?
Right,
Why would you not like me if women like me? If you like men, I'm as manly as it gets.
right,
So you know what I mean? Like I just feel that way. If you have a pet that don't sniff my crotch, I just assume it's a rescue. Like everything should be attracted to me. So that's just how I feel about it.
so what do you feel about this situation where they're saying, hey, like, do as little boys grow up, you have a son, would you be okay if you saw your son trying on his mom's shoes or her wigs or anything like that? Would you be
Not
upset?
not now. I mean, there's a certain age level. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Okay.
Dwayne Wade telling me he was trying on his mom's clothes and then grew up to play with balls as a grown man. That might have led somewhere, but I don't know if necessarily it can. I
Okay.
don't now. If I came, my son is about to be 16. If I came home and he had on his mom's heels and a wig, like yeah, we're gonna have a conversation. You know what I mean? But if
Okay.
typically if you're little, like you watch your parents or your mom get dressed, your dad's at work or whatever, you may do that because you're mimicking them getting ready for work. You don't necessarily remember her dressing as a woman. Your mom is just getting dressed. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? That's how I think about it.
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So since we are talking about kids, so we have a letter, a stiletto letter that in regards to the fact that this young lady's children like and love her ex-boyfriend and don't particularly care for her new boyfriend. And she's finding that to be pretty much a problem. What I- what do you do if your kids like your ex more than they like your current?
You need to identify what it is. Like sometimes kids see things or there's something that's happening with kids that we just dismiss. But kids are people, they're just little. So, Now, if it's a thing where every single time he came around, you know what I'm saying, he was giving them $20 and a pocket full of Jolly Ranchers, then you might have an idea. But
Right.
if it's not that way, they like their interaction with him, and you have to take that into consideration because whoever you're with needs to pay attention to that if that's the role he's looking to fill.
Well, she's saying that at this point, her kids are so adamant about it that at this point, she's thinking about introducing her ex to her new so that the ex can continue to come over and be with the children.
Right now, hopefully the ex will be like, "Now I'm good." But I think that's a good idea to because you want to give them a chance to mingle. You know what I mean? But I think that you gotta, in my opinion, you have got to. It's a package deal. So if you're dealing with a woman and she has kids, whether it's one or seven, you have got to make yourself malleable to go along with all of those seven different types of people and put forth the other.
Hmm.
It's not one without the other. So if it doesn't work for all eight, then and
Right.
for me it just doesn't work.
Okay. So
Because
are
I
you
think it's
so you
terrible when people
if
pick
kids
one.
don't like you and you're not getting along with the children, then maybe you should like really seriously think about whether this is something you want to do because it is when somebody comes with kids, males or females, it's a package deal. And I think that sometimes, like I know as I've dated, you know what I mean, I don't like bringing people around my children, period. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know whether it's going to last, where it's going to go, things of that nature. Some people will tell me I'm crazy and say, oh, you got to bring the guy. If you're really interested in him, you should bring him around your kids because you got to see how your kids interact with him. And I get at some point that needs to happen, but I disagree with bring, like, again, people come and
I,
people go. You know
I
what I
agree.
I'm not. I don't want my daughter to think that's cool. I don't want my sons to think that's cool. I have people running in and out of their lives, and then, like I said, just like she's saying, your kids have now got attached to someone, and that someone is no longer there, and now you've moved on to a new someone, and of course, that's never the goal to have to. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you're grown. I don't think
Right.
you should subject your kids to that. Like even like I've known, like I've said in the past, I've known men that'll bring their children around me, and I'll be like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Like we're not even there." You know what I'm saying? Don't bring your kids around.
I question that. You know what I'm saying? And to be fair, I do. I hope women who are moms at a very high level. You know what I'm saying? All women are moms. Some of them just happen to have kids. But
Hmm.
if and that it says a lot to me that, and I've dealt with lots of moms. I like moms. Can't help but like them. But if I date you once, or if I banged you once, and I met your kids, we're not going to kick it. I should know your kids' names before I know your last name, or before you know mine. And if you're willing to choose that, there's a certain example. Your kids aren't going to be kids forever. People look at kids as if it's an eternity, and it's not. You have very limited time, and able to make a difference and have a way for your kids to see you and identify you, so that when they get older, they'll be able to respect you. And if every few months you had a different dude rolling in here or a different woman rolling in here, they're not going to be looking to take your opinion on certain things. They're not, because they can't trust you. You can't trust you. Having
Right.
strangers around these kids,
Hmm.
and it may be something that's just now starting or what have you. But women have been. I know a woman, my mom's friend, who met a who had a, when she was younger. We would go over there, and she had a daughter,
Uh
and then
huh.
daughter was the same age.
Right.
One day I go over there, and the daughter's gone. Go over there another time, and the daughter's gone. So I said, my mom, like, what happened to Miss Sherry's daughter? And she
Hmm.
said, well, she got married, and the husband that came along didn't like the daughter, and the daughter had to go. Well, that's crazy to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. I have another friend of mine who kids, one is special needs and one is a teenager, and because of the fact that she wanted to do her, moved out of the house, left the retarded husband there. They about to get evicted, and she's out here doing her. Like, being a mom is a special thing, and if you gotta be willing to uphold that, in my opinion, and respect it.
Well, somebody is saying, listen, it's a package deal, but the man or the woman has to be happy because children will purposely sabotage a relationship. If a man or woman genuinely likes children, more than likely they will show that with their interaction with the children. Everything else will fall into place.
Sometimes, but like I'm a nice guy, and I have been thrust into the company of young kids hundreds of times. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Me being a kid's person, me that doesn't equate for that. And
Mm.
if your kid doesn't like it, I do think that that's just speak because your kid is going to be there. The fact
So,
that you have a new man available proves that your kid is going to be there.
mm,
You
oh,
have to put off things for a while because you had a chance to live before your kid was there. So if you have to put off certain things, then that's just what you have to do.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking shit. I mean, I've done that. If I'm not gonna sit up there and bring my son around or just fall
right.
back and relax. I mean, and if you're good enough to hang around, then you'll meet my son and my mom and my brother. But there's levels to it.
Okay. Well, that's why they probably have silver teeth. Yo, shut up. I'm not. I'm over it. Oh my goodness, so many comments are coming in at the same time. The Stiletto cat. Well, that's me. Hey, Stiletto. And that's the fact. I think they added me. That was what it was. There was a woman I recently, he was recently with a woman. I've asked her if she normally brings men into her house around her kids. No longer after we ended things between us. The next dude was playing daddy to her daughter.
Yep.
Oh, that's messy. But since we're talking about that situation, I know someone that has is friends with a father. They're two guys and they're friends with the father and things of that nature. And their 21-year-old daughter is now texting one of the guys, like texting, talking about her boyfriend or talking about what's going on and things of that nature. Is that appropriate? If you have a friend and their child is texting and calling and FaceTiming you and things like that, is that even though you're not sleeping with them, is that cool?
So no, because I'm going to snap that dad in two. But maybe if it's the Godfather, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, then maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it strange when you want to keep company with people that's 20 years younger than you. I find it strange. So I wouldn't be with it. And what I would say is I am going to ride shotgun over there. Like I will bring the trash back, whatever it takes, because you know what I'm saying. Like you got to learn, and if you are of age, if you are in your 30s or 40s, and you think it's cool to be texting somebody's daughter,
But even
nah,
if it's strictly platonic, like, oh well, I'm not sleeping with her, but they may have conversations here and there, like where she's texting a conversation. And to me, I felt as though, yeah, it's very uncomfortable. Like I'm not gonna be texting none of my homegirls' sons and shit
dads,
like that. No, none of my homeboys' sons or nothing like that. Like I think that's just like that's messy.
and
Like, at
and
least
and it, and,
and then the
and it
mind the fact of
leads
the matter is
to
when you say you texting that little girl, she's a grown woman.
oh no, no that's how people get snapped on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it leads to. Texting people's friends leads to those Will Smith, Chris Rock moments. You know what I mean? Like it's
She's a
if
grown
you
woman though. She is 21. She's not like a child.
but she's my child. You know what I mean? Like to me, that's all. Well, and I have a friend of mine who we were all cool, and he did hook up our homeboy with his daughter,
What? Wait, wait, wait. Wait,
and
wait, 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 wait. Backtrack. Stop. You have a friend who hooked up y'all another mutual friend with his daughter.
now the difference is that his daughter had been through something really really bad or something like that, and our homeboy wasn't that many years older than her. So because he's like maybe 8 years younger than me. So the
Uh-huh.
daughter, I think he might have been like 4 years older than the daughter. And so he had a good like our homeboy had a good job. He was a good guy, and he just wanted her. You know, you say I wouldn't mind my kid being with somebody like you. And
What?
it just so
What the
happens that
hell?
over years.
What is this? The 1930s?
I mean, they got married, had a kid,
Of course they did, because he's a daddy. Like what the fuck? Oh wow. I
but
mean,
the dad initiated that.
the
He
dad
didn't.
initiated. That is very
Right.
odd. But the
Right.
dad initiated that. But if the dad didn't initiate it and it happened that way, I just think that there's something really messy about that. I've been friends with one of my best friends for over 30 years, and I know the whole family, kids and grandkids. I don't call her kids nor text her kids. That's not my like.
No.
I'm saying, well, I have one of my mom's friends, but I was older. Really? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, sir. It
Yo,
doesn't matter. That's weird.
see, that's not true. These people are East Baltimore. These are East Baltimoreans.
He said
So,
it's a West Virginian that did that. But I
and
mean,
we do that with cousins and uncles.
but you know what? If you think about it, other cultures will arrange marriages, and those arranged marriages sometimes are with older men. A lot, or they're with their son, but most of the time they're with their sons. You know what I mean? They don't usually like, yeah, yeah, you can go ahead and have my daughter. You know what I mean? That is kind of very, very interesting. I never, I don't even know how to take that.
Yeah, I mean, but I would find it very. I would just find it very strange, and and I'm not gonna say strange to where you might have like your mom's friend's phone number, or vice versa,
Right.
birthday parties or things like that.
Yeah.
To me, that doesn't seem strange, but if you're using it outside of like Father's Day, Easter, Christmas, like that's weird. And the thing with EL Transport was your mom. That wasn't her friend. She was scooping you from the door blow. She couldn't wait till them bow leggeds got straight. She was like, girl, I'll take him to daycare. She couldn't wait.
Yo, why you say that? And that's what it makes you think. Like, how long have you had your eye on my kid? Like,
Yeah.
really? Like, why are you talking to my kid? And me personally, if I found out any of my homegirls were texting my sons and about anything that didn't have to do with me, like, oh, we're planning the party for your mom or whatever the case may be, and y'all just, or like, okay, my son does sneakers, he designs sneakers, and you're talking to him about that, cool. But if you're talking to my son about his girlfriend, his girl problems, the shit, like, whoa, you're overstepping yourself, and I don't think that's
And what are
appropriate.
you what are you looking to fix them? Are you looking to resolve them? Like
So
what
he
are
was
you looking to do?
right.
Oh, he's
He,
29.
he
Hell
was
yeah.
29 and she was 45.
Nice.
Still unacceptable. Still
Nice.
unacceptable.
So you got it and then got a Sunday dinner afterwards. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah,
That's the
I'm
proper
just
apron
saying
bangings. Let me be
that
some
is
apron
too
bangings.
much. But what at what age do you feel as though women sexually peak? We had a conversation about this. When are they peaking? Like, yeah, everybody's got, when you're first starting out, you're growing up and you're like 21, whatever the case may be, you might be fucking like rabbits. But they say that women are peaking at different ages now. What do you think? When is that time where a woman really has known, like, kind of knows her
Let me
body,
tell
knows
let me tell you something.
herself?
I think if we really knew, we wouldn't fuck with y'all till then. Like you better keep it a mystery. You better keep it a mystery. You know what I'm saying? You better make it a wide. Oh, we pick between 22 and 74. Oh, okay, guys. Otherwise, bitch, you are going to be in trouble. I'll be sitting there waiting 37,
Yo,
37.
women never peak. They just go on and on forever. I know that's right. 25 to 30. Really?
See?
25 to 30? So you're just, sir, I see your post. You don't have to keep posting the advertising on my show, bro. Thank you so much. I'm sure that they'll see it. You did it twice. Thank you. They'll check out your page if they're interested. Much love. Make sure you check out their design space. Fucking Energizer bunnies. So when do men get to their sexual peak? Where they're like, okay, they're kind of steady. Is a man in his 40s, is he at that point? Are you having sex every day?
I wish.
Well,
But
see, you didn't say that, but can you sustain having sex every day
yeah,
after age 40?
yes. But to
Like,
be to be perfectly to be honest with you, I I may be, what I'm saying, a little abnormal because I have a couple of cousins and a couple of homeboys who ain't with that. You know what I mean? Like they want it, and when they want it good, but they only want it like once a week. Like they would be just fine with like a weekly dosage. You know what I mean? That ain't really me. I hate to be on rations of any type. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
you know,
HB lashes, nah, trust me, my age range is 25 to 44, and they all want to fuck 24/7.
damn, wow,
Damn. Hell yeah. Okay. At least every other day, at least.
that's good, bro. Yeah, that
At
would that
least every
that
day.
that would be. I mean, ideally, like, cause in my mind, especially if we go to bed together, you know what? Fuck that. Why are we grown? Why can't we do grown shit? Why are you so focused on, like, why I gotta eat like a teenager, bitch? I've been waiting all my life to be grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should. What is the reason that you don't want to do these things that as a teenager you had to do? Do we have to move back into your father's house? I don't
Yeah.
understand why
Yeah.
that is. Like, I don't even get. I don't get that.
Well,
I need to back off a week, or I
well, this
mean,
viewer, this viewer is saying, listen, first of all, we're talking about sex, and we need to talk about the fact that, yo, you need to be given head every single time that you have sex.
why not?
Every time. Every single time. Every time?
I
All of
mean,
the time?
well, well, I think that it should be on the table all the time. You know what I'm saying? I think that it should just be like, you know what, like the salt. Like back in the day, when the salt and pepper be on the table, you'd be like, every single time you salt it up, and then you'd be like, you know what, I'm okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take it as it is today. I think that that's how it should be. It should be on the table every,
Every
and I do think that it should be on the table if I just want salt. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
right.
should just be able to have. I don't need all of
That
that.
goes both ways though. So you that goes 98% of the time. 98% of the time that goes both ways. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, should you be doing it all the time? And sometimes don't you, I mean, what's wrong with just doing that? What's wrong with just doing that? Sometimes you just might have a taste for that. You know what I mean? Whether male or female, you just might have a taste. I mean, let me
Right.
just do this real quick.
That's it exactly. And I will. And this is what I'll say: if you don't want to do it every day, then there's a chance that again there's somebody out there who's willing to do it every day. I'm too nervous. I'm too afraid of somebody taking mine. So I've got to be ready all the time.
All
You know,
the time. Plus, a man can't turn it down. What did you say on that one show that we were on? Oh, a man can only turn it down one time. You get one pass. What was that? Like you get one pass to turn sex down?
that's it. Because the second time, oh, who you fucking? Who is this? Or that's how you feel. All types of drama, all these liturgical acts. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets really, really ridiculous. So you
But
only
why
get one
don't men do
chance.
the same thing? Why don't men? So you're saying a man only gets one chance to say, "I'm not in the mood, not tonight," or whatever the case may be, without it being a problem, so to
And
speak.
it's within the proximity. You know what I mean? Like if you said I don't want it, and it's within that month. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's a why not? Why don't you? But that's because I've gone to. It could be I've just grown accustomed to this diet that you got me on. I just don't want.
This diet
I've
is
evolved past that.
a
So
diet. Well, I got into a whole argument with somebody in regards to what you call your mate. Like after a certain age, are you still calling them your boyfriend or girlfriend? Is that adolescent? That's the word said. That's very adolescent to be like, that's your boyfriend, that's your girlfriend.
if y'all are together, then that's her and that's he.
Ha! It's her and that's he. But I mean, a lot of people get offended. Like, okay, say this. When you introduce your person to a group of people, like say your friends or whatever, y'all come around, you going somewhere, y'all out. Do you introduce them as this is my wife, this is my girlfriend, this is my fiance, this is my husband, this is my fiance, this is my how do you
I
introduce?
do it. I do it the way they did it in Donnie Brasco. So if it's my girl, she's a friend of ours. If she's my side piece, she's a friend of mine's. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we do it. We keep it totally so everybody understands what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is my girl. This is a friend of ours,
This is
and
a friend
everybody
of ours.
knows that.
But do
You know
you
what I'm
say this
saying?
is my girl so and so? Is that how you should introduce? Because I know I get a lot of backlash, and I've had it in my years because I'll just introduce you by your fucking name. And you, as we interact with each other throughout the night, people will kind of get the gist of what we are. I don't think it's important for me, like, this is my man, so and so, this is my boyfriend, this. Like, This wow.
And that's how I am too. But because what I will say, I'll say, "Oh, this is my girl," but I'll say
Okay.
that if you and Queen is with me, you know what I mean? It's like this is my girl Q, this is my girl Ray, this is my that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna, I don't know why I have to be like, hey, this is my girl, and then lick her in the face. And this way everybody knows that you don't say this is my girl for the night. This is my lady of the evening. Now everybody knows this is my prostitute. Like, just know that we together, bro. You
Yeah.
looking for titles, buy some belts. You want to be tag team champs? Then
Well,
we'll
I
do that.
mean, I heard that only women care about titles. Men, you guys don't care about titles whatsoever. You could care less about a title. You don't care
Nah, it's not.
about your boyfriend, her husband, her man. I don't care. Is that true?
So it's true for me. But if there is, you say I've been on the other end. So like if I was introduced to a guy and maybe I was banging her or she wanted to bang me and she just introduces him as just Tony. Oh, he
Right.
don't like nah, I'm not Tony, yo. I'm your man, Tony. Like you don't be, you know what I'm saying? And that gives him a clue that I'm probably banging her or was going to. You know what I mean? So
Wait a minute.
some
Wait.
dudes don't
Run that
like
back.
that
I'm sorry. I would wait. What? Run that back. Say
because
that again.
because in their minds, what I'm thinking that if I get introduced and you don't say like this is my boyfriend Frank,
Mm-hmm.
you left our boyfriend because of the fact that you probably wanted to bang me. Because women don't have no problem yelling out boyfriend. They yell out boyfriends, and no matter I'm just texting my boyfriend. They love boyfriend. Boyfriend is their verbal tattoo. So if you go out of your way not to say boyfriend and they're present, in most
Oh.
cases it might be a reason why.
I don't think, like I said, that's me personally. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't think
Like,
so either.
yo, I'm gonna introduce you by your name because I know that there's probably a whole stigma that I have. I hated being married and being introduced as this is Dominic's wife. Like I have a name, like I have a whole identity. Like you can say my name. Like there's no, like there's more to it.
Well,
But
you know that you know when after you meet the guy and you say, "Hey, what's up?" That frosty look he give you mean that your name came up at some point in time. Like there was a possibility you was the one that maybe that's who they. So that's why I said I've gotten. I mean, I've got lots of frosty looks in my day, yeah, and I'm so innocent. I don't know why, but so I know what the look is. You know,
I'm
some
just
dudes
saying,
they
like
don't
if
think
you,
that. I
I
mean,
listen, I've only got offended by somebody not introducing me by my Let me tell you something. I'll tell you a story. So I had somebody introduce me to a young lady that they had known from school or whatever. We're sitting down having drinks, and this young lady comes in with her friend, and they're like, they embrace, like, oh, what's up? Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in years. And then they turned to me and they were like, let me introduce you to comedian Stiletto. And I was
your
like,
your profession.
my profession. Thank you. And I was so like, not let me introduce you to Stiletto. Let me introduce you to comedian. Like it was a business meeting.
Let me introduce you to the geologist Franklin over here. Let me introduce you to this banker Susan over here.
But outside of that, if you're like Stiletto, this is everybody's stuff. And that's most of the time how I introduce people. Hey, this is so and so, this is everybody. You know what I mean? I don't feel as though I need to be like, oh, this is this. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like and I do understand, and I've seen people do it. This is my husband, like a lot of gook in the back of your throat, because you want everybody to know who this person is. And like you said that sideways look. I look at somebody like that, like, oh, so we can't talk about certain shit because oh, that's her. You know what I'm saying? That's okay.
And
We
mind you, and the
got
dudes out there, they'll get what I'm saying because the DAP is different.
the
The
DAP
DAP
is
is
different.
different. You know what I'm saying?
What do you wait? You spitting knowledge to people tonight. So you're saying if a dude, if there's some type of interest in that lady, and that lady introduces that man to her man, it's a difference in like the handshake, the gestures, the talk to me.
It's a whole. What up, bro? How you been? I mean, you've been around me when I seen familiar folks, and we dap it up real tight. If there was any inkling, ain't no extra dap or the dap is real wet, fishy. You know what I'm saying? Is like he ain't giving you the eyes of staying open, like you know what I'm
Right.
saying, he
Ooh.
leaning in on you, like
Wow. Yo.
it's a whole, It's a whole different thing. These niggas be so salty.
Why you say the eyes, yo? Nigga don't even want to close his eyes. Yo, yo.
I'm trying to tell you. And so, like, that's the all. If that dude knew you was cool, you know what I'm saying. But to be like, yeah, that's Trevor. Nah, Trevor know what's up. Trevor know. Trevor know. There was a reason. Like, your name, something happened. You might have did something funny at work, and she went home and was like, "Yo, 80, he said this." And he was like, "Nigga, that nigga ain't funny." And then then they meet, you're like, "Oh, this is Mr. Funny guy." Yeah, what up,
Because
G?
you work with a lot, you especially have worked in call centers, a lot of women, things like that. So I'm sure you get that because they're like, oh, I hear your name a lot. Somebody is saying most people say your title because they are probably proud of what they have together.
Well, yeah, right.
Hey,
And then
Queen,
there's that take.
and there's that. Oh my gosh. But I mean, isn't that the same way? You know what? That person who's talking to that guy's daughter, right? The 21-year-old daughter probably gave that same like energy. Like you can feel energies. Like if you're interested, because I can't imagine like you having a conversation with somebody's child otherwise, unless you were interested. Maybe I'm tripping.
I mean, I don't have conversations with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I have time for your family.
But
Like,
I'm
no.
saying maybe you're a talkative person, maybe you're a very nice person, stuff like that. Maybe you're just a very friendly, talkative person.
And if and I and well, and I'll say this is that if there's conversations that the other parent isn't like, yo, I talked to your daughter today. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that isn't known, if you're talking to her on days that I don't know about or that you didn't bring up, that just seems weird to me. You know what I mean? I mean, why would you be upstairs in the room texting my homeboy? Like, nah, bro. Away at college, you gonna be all up in your dorm room texting
But
my boy,
somebody
yo.
said to me that like the work husbands, work wives, things like that. Um, yeah, you talking to this person, you're communicating with this person, y'all interacting all the time, y'all having fun, y'all are smiling, y'all are doing all of this, right? So that that could possibly lead to sport coat.
Yeah, that's a sports code answer, bro. Ain't no doubt about that.
I'm just saying, but it's like, yo, is that necessarily the case? Like, can women and men be strictly friends?
Yes, and what I'll say is the fact that again, I've worked in a lot of industries, and there's a lot of them is dominated by women. The difference is the fact that if you know that you're taking care of your business, you don't have a reason to fret. You don't even have it ain't even a second thought. But if you know that you got your man them tight rations, you know that out of the week, you know what I'm saying, like you only cooking spaghetti, you know what I'm saying, like that's when shit gets real because
Mhm.
everybody else ain't living like you. It's people, it's women and men out there who are dying to do things because that's who they are, and you feel that threat. It just is what it is. I don't feel that threat. I'm very very secure in
But
my
plus, you said it's not
focus.
cheating. If your woman goes out against sport code, you're still going to be with her. It's not cheating. Those are things that you wouldn't do. So if you're with someone and you're doing stuff that you wouldn't do, then it's not cheating.
That's exactly right. And so what happens is the fact that women are insecure because they know that there's lots of things that they're not doing.
But men are just as insecure. Don't do that. Men are just
Well,
as
I haven't been with too
especially when
many.
it comes
I
to like
only let them hit on me.
a friend of work, like a platonic friend. They're like, why y'all talk? Why y'all laugh like that? Why is y'all interaction so cool? Like, cause it's my friend. Like, no
I mean,
different than a homegirl of mine.
I agree. Listen to me.
So I think,
Look, I have been introduced to another man's husband before. You
uh-huh.
know what I mean? Because it's the same exact thing. They they want to see who this nigga is that the man come back home talking about. So when Chris come and introduce me to, it just is men are insecure. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of interactions. You know what I'm saying in that direction, but
Mhm.
they are. I will never, ever take the side of one over the other. It just so happens that I don't date men. They just hit on me, and I allow that.
Yeah, is just gonna catch that phrase and be like, what? What the fuck just happened? All right, so listen, grown zone time, grown zone, because we are ending the show early tonight. So I want to go into this grown zone, grown zone, grown zone, grown zone. Listen, is
Oh,
it not a what? What's wrong? You got something?
you know what? Because I had a question and I forgot to say something earlier and I just thought
Say
about
something
it.
to me. Talk to me.
All right. So this is for everybody. If you were to something would have happened to you where you were in a coma or passed away or something like that, do you have somebody that has access to your phone and is that person your partner?
Wait, wait. So if the question on the table for everybody that is watching is if something was to happen to you, an accident, whatever the case may be, who has access to your phone? And is that person your partner? I'm gonna say that most people will say no, it's not. It's their sister or their best friend or their cousin
Or
or
nobody?
nobody. Like I'm just dying with nobody knowing anything. Nobody's getting invited to the goddamn funeral. Somebody said nope, nope.
Because I mean
Why?
it's different now. We don't have like phone books and if something were to happen to us, we don't have a way to get in contact with my best friend to tell him what's going on. I'm not way to hit up Queen Ray, let her know that something happened. You know what I'm saying? So, it's but like you really
Yeah,
can't give up your phone because like people aren't like me. Like you can leave your purse wide open in front of me. Not only will I not know it, but I'm not even going nowhere near the zipper of it. So I'm not curious in that way. I can have access to your phone. You can leave it wide open, let the screen die out with it on. Many dick pics. You could have as many dick pics as you want in there. It wouldn't have no.
that's crazy. Somebody said my phone is
Right.
off limits. My phone is off limits. That's what
See,
social media is for.
but
But
how can
you
he
have
post it?
to, do you give it? I mean, that's the same thing though. Do you give access to your social media to your significant other? Do you have access to your phone to your significant other? And I mean, does that mean that you're doing something you don't have no business doing? Is that why you're not giving access?
I think that you know what I think that more than anything, we don't trust people. Like every the temptation is just too great. I don't think that again everybody might be like me and don't really give a shit about what's in the phone. Like I don't care, but I know that if I was leaving my phone, it is probably they could probably hold an auction at the people that's down to get into my phone. Like I could have an online auction for the passcode to get into my phone, and
Like I
you
said,
know what I'm saying. We could save that orphanage. Trust me. You know what I'm saying.
hey,
So I
that
think I
temptation
think
is
that that's
too
it.
great because you want, like, even if you say that you trust, let me put my air quotes up. You say you trust your significant other, you want to know. You want to know. You want to have that security to know. That's why I think some people give their significant others their passcodes and things like that because they want that. That's their level. They want to show that person you can trust me.
But
Is
but
that somebody you can trust
but
me?
how does that? So me giving you your passcode shows you that I trust you. But if you go into my phone, that didn't show that you trust me.
Facts, big facts.
I don't understand that part. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like
I
so
see
like
where
you
you
could have it, but
it's not about trust, it's about privacy.
because you can't trust people with your privacy.
Ah, that is a good one. The next game night that you have at your house, whatever you're doing, ask that question. Like, who? I promise you, people are gonna fight. They're gonna leave the fight party. They're gonna be mad as shit. Why don't I have your passcode? Da, 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 da. Why can't I have? So if something happens to you, what am I gonna do?
It's gonna
What?
be a lot of empty funerals because outside of your whoever your mom don't know, if your mom don't know who to contact, your dad don't know who to contact.
I don't know. Okay, I mean, that's some food for thought. We left y'all with some food for thought. But this
Would
grown zone
you would you would
topic,
you would you consider it? Like
would
would
I
like would
consider giving somebody
like
my?
I guess somebody in your will to handle your or maybe somebody to handle your affairs.
I would. If I would put it in my will, who would have access to my phone, what the information is. I me personally, it's one of my children. You know what I mean? Or all of my children. You know what I'm saying? they would have access to it so that they can handle whatever they need to handle. So yeah, that's how I would do it. That's how I would definitely do
Yeah, I would just my would just have to be buried in that seat with me.
it.
Sorry, sorry, y'all. Y'all won't become the '80s funeral. Y'all
Yo,
won't be there.
you
Y'all
are.
won't be there for my
But you think
party,
about it,
my
if you
death
really
day.
care about that person and you're really that like that much of a friend and that much of a person, you're gonna realize that person has a rush. Where they at? What's going on? You're gonna reach out. You're gonna try to find them. So if you're not trying to find me, fuck you.
Be like,
That's
yeah,
all.
they died months ago. Well, I didn't have a way to contact you.
Yo,
His phone was died with him.
I bury it with him. So listen, this fucking grown zone topic had me thinking and losing my mind, okay? Because I wasn't sure how I felt about it. So this gentleman is writing us and he's like, hey, the stiletto letter got deep. Like I think he might have cried on it. I'm not sure. Um, but I didn't think he should be this upset. He said that his girl requires him, and he used this word, requires him to eat her vagina from the back. And he is upset. He is very, very upset about that. He's like, I don't know what it is that she has with like doing things from the back because he sucks his dick from the back. She wants to be eaten from the back. He was like, that is so un- uncomfortable and abnormal. And he wants to know how we feel about it. I don't know why people want to know how we fucking feel, but they do. So he is like, listen, she always wants me to eat her from the back. And that's like her go-to thing. Like as soon as I'm getting ready to do it, she like turns over on all fours and she's like, and he's like, and I just don't like having my face in her butt. Like it's just so awkward and uncomfortable. And then she wants to give him oral sex from the back. She wants to suck the dick from the back. He doesn't. He's at this point. He's like he said. He's at the point where he's ready to walk away.
See, this doesn't make any. See, this loses me because I don't know what you're looking for. The only difference between doing it from the back and her on her back is the way the knees bend. You're still below the waist. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? I don't know. The only thing
And
that I
he's
can
like,
think of.
"Oh, wait, wait. If you're underneath the person and they're on all fours, then it's the same. But if you're behind them, then you have the no.
I'm saying, but the view is the same. So instead of your navel, I get to dip in your back. Like, what's you're still down there in an area that's not often seen by many, and the only difference is again which way the knee bends. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like, so the only thing that I can think of is one of two things: is that maybe she either has a very large ass or it's very very small, and he's like, "This isn't going to fill me up. This like I don't want to eat this appetizer," or that it's possibly a hygienical thing. Like if she does things, you know what I'm saying, that is just hygienically unclean, he may not want to go back. Or if there's been times where it was like a little revenge thing, where while he was back there, she passed gas or something like that, then maybe so. But I don't know. I don't understand what the problem is. And in regards to getting the head from the back, I just give me head.
somebody said, is she really a she? The view is not the same. The nose is in her ass.
Right. So you're getting a twofer. And mind you, and if she's on her back and you lick her ass, your nose is in the cooch. So either way, it can work out. I just don't.
So, but you saying no, you don't. You wouldn't like a woman to suck your dick from the back though.
Who said that?
Like bend you over and like pull it this way and get it in. Are you
Yeah,
good with that?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can shove me. Like that sounds great. You can trip me. You know what I'm saying? Put a skate by the bed. Put a skate by the bed. I don't. That sounds great. Like
But he said it's so uncomfortable. He's like, it's uncomfortable. I start getting hard, and then she's like pulling it. It's like bent. It's like it's not a comfortable thing
no,
for him.
it's not. But I mean, I don't.
I just think he doesn't have enough bend. Like if you arch your back enough, if you bend enough, then it won't be uncomfortable. You're not bending over quite
Yeah,
enough.
because he's already meet. See, you're not going to have a good time if you're doing something full of resistance. Like, there's not a way for you to, you already like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I mean? Like, you're not, you're already coming to it with the closed mind. But if you over there, like, and you think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what's coming. Like, I know. Plus,
Right.
I
I
mean,
know it's gonna happen.
And
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
like and mind you, you know what I'm saying? Like now that I think about it, that might be because it's so much more that could be done back there for us. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the ash, you got the bones, you got the
You
part
got
in
the whole,
between.
yeah,
You
you
know
have
what I mean?
the taint, you have everything right there. And
Yeah. So that I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't she is clearly an overachiever. And as for him, he just doesn't really like he doesn't really like to really be happy. I think that that's what it is. That's somebody who no matter
well,
what.
like I said, this is coming from the same dude, that the same guy who rolls down the hill. Men arch their back. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, they do.
I
So
mean,
she can be on the bed and you can be on the floor. Okay, just position yourself. No, fuck that. Like put your like you should be able to reach back and grab his head and shove it in there.
my fault. I don't know how. I know we broadcast in a lot of areas. Are we in Oz? Is this full of 10 men? Bend your knees. You know what I'm saying? Like squat your hip. Everybody play football. You can get in that 3 point stance, and that is perfect. Like the fact that I'm even thinking about it, I feel like going home right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even, I never even thought about it. Can you send me that letter? Let me take a look at that letter again.
But he is so upset. He's like, "Yo, I'm really about to like not be with
I
her
know,
because
and
of it." Like,
that is
and I thought
crazy
that was absolutely crazy.
because if she got on all fours and just gave you all that, like yo, and and there's a 2 for 1. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you can just one long stroke, you can get both parties involved. Like you can't really beat that deal. You know, and if you are civilized, because a lot of people are brought up a certain type of way, you do typically eat your salad before your course. There is the opportunity to do exactly that.
I see. So what is in that Starbucks coffee? This is the homework. Yes, this is the homework. No, eating it from behind, sucking it from behind. A lot of different, like, like he said, he had never had that done before. He never had a woman suck his dick from behind, and it caught him off guard the first time, and he is just like super concerned about her. Like, why do you even want to do it that way? Things of that nature. I think he's trying to protect his butthole. I think it's something about the booty, something about that vulnerability. And the thing about it is, great head can come from vulnerability. You can get a man vulnerable and like feel like like off
Yep,
his rock. Yo, that could be some amazing stuff.
that's that's what happened. Like when you said that, that's exactly what happened. Because anytime, just speaking, it was I've ever had my first experience. It was instantly a diary day. You know what I mean? Under the covers, like I can't believe I like today. Like so, that's what it is. He wasn't expecting to like it, and what happened was he loved it, and now he hates her. He
He
hates her.
hates her because he loves it. We think that you hate her because you love it. Somebody is saying, me personally, I feel like a bitch bent over. Men feel that vulnerability. Like I said, it's that vulnerability. What are you getting ready to do to me? You just wait, watch, and feel. You know what I mean? It's no different than somebody blindfolding you and doing things to you. Like if you trust me, if this is your mate, it's your partner, whatever the case may be, I'm not going to do anything that's going to hurt you. I'm only trying to please you.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
How is her haircut?
She's bald, I would assume. I mean, isn't everybody bald now?
No, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna draw the line right there. So, no, I'm not having that done by another bald chick.
Huh?
No regular.
Wait, so you're not having you're talking about the hair on her head. I'm so sorry. I thought the vagina. Hair on her head. So as long as she has hair, you're willing. If she's got a shortcut like a regular or something, you're like, I'm not bending over.
I think that's what the difference is. You know what I'm saying? Like she's smelling like fucking Victoria's Secret and Barbasol. Nah, bro.
He's turned out. Find yourself looking for it in the daylight with a flashlight. That is true. Like if somebody you bend a man over, like I said, you to tell. First of all, let me tell you something, ladies. He should be a little like uncomfortable. Like he
Yes.
should. If he just goes and falls right, it's like sis. walk the fuck away. Walk away. He should feel it no matter how many times you've done it, no matter how many times you do it. He should always have that same kind of like uneasy, like a horse, like a like you're moving. You know what I'm saying? It's just still if he like falls, the perfect arch, things like that. You may want to sit down and talk. But there's nothing wrong with sucking dick from the back. I think that again, that's another area where you can spice something up. You know what I mean? Where you might be giving head and maybe you're good at it and you've been doing it for a long time, all that good stuff. But just trying some different stuff sometimes. Like I think people get scared to try different things. But he's saying that she wants it all the time, and maybe he just needs to sit down and have a discussion with her. Like, okay, not all the time, but sometimes. But if that's the thing that gets her where she needs to go, I just don't understand the issue, but I'm not the one doing it. So I don't know. And as far as farting, or passing gas, I have heard recently that a lot of women have admitted to the fact that they pass gas during oral sex, and men. Like, is this a thing? Have you ever had some? I've never had anybody that I knowingly knew pass gas while receiving or giving oral.
And that's and that's weird. I don't even and it hasn't happened to me. But that's the only time where I would be like, is she trying to tell me to stop? Like, why would you? I was already eating ass, and then you decided to give me extra ass into ass? No, no, I didn't ask for no anal zest.
Extra
I'm
essence
not doing that.
gas.
Mm-mm. No anal zest for me.
You
I
just
think
lost me. I would not want to fart in my I would not want you to fart in my face. I mean, I just think that's rude, period. Like, but if it happens, do you stop? And most people, it was a poll that was done and asked people if you were given oral sex and the person that you were giving oral sex to passed gas, would you stop? And surprisingly, 76% of people said they would not stop.
well, because they already paid for the whole hour. As for me, I'm not giving the money back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did that, I'm stopping, and I'm keeping the money, and like that's it. Because like, what? I don't know why that would happen. Like,
Why would it happen? Right. Why would it happen? But this is what the crazy part about it is. Most people said it happened during orgasm, during their time of climax, because their body kind of like loosened up and it just snuck out. Like no intentional
oh, okay.
snuck out. It was like they were holding it possibly, or maybe had gas, but they were trying to, be intimate. And then when they
If
came, it was just like everything loosened up. Everything was just like boom.
okay, now if that's the case, see what I'm saying? I always need more details. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's all part of the celebration, then I'm all for that. I'm all then yes, yes, I'll take that.
He is saying it depends on what kind of fart. Like, what kind of fart is it? When the body relaxes, exactly. So like somebody's laughing. And Nevin is saying that's bullshit. Once you get the good whiff and inhale, that's funky all over. I mean, I'm just saying.
But I
Not
mean, if that's what happened, that means that I did a good job, and that means that I literally was the shit.
if it happens, okay, so it happened by accident before. I just farted back or heard excuse me, to keep it going.
Wow, that's not no, that's hardcore.
That's hardcore. Anthony, that so she accidentally farted and you said, "Here, take this one."
And
Like,
see,
pull my finger. Like,
how that
what?
see, yo, that is incredible because I would be too nervous that me trying to pass gas during that moment that it wouldn't be just gas. Like, yo, your relationship is built to last, bro. You all got something. Don't let anybody break y'all apart. That was
But that's
fantastic.
just like the last girl. That's just like the last young lady that wrote us the letter, and she's very upset about the fact that they had anal sex, and she ended up getting shit everywhere. Like, it was just like he's going in, and it's just like at this point squirting out, like shit's everywhere,
It
and she was
happens.
so embarrassed by it. And I'm like, do you know that that is a part of possible, of anal sex?
But see that too is when you get that when that first happens to you, that is what happens. You are very embarrassed. So I mean, I've been in that situation where it was everywhere. They didn't know that it could happen that way, and
Wait, wait, wait,
afterward,
wait, wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You cannot slide past that. What? So you've been in the number two hole, and duty was just coming everywhere. Did you stop? Were the lights out? Did you not know it was what was
Oh
happening? Or just keep
no,
going.
it was the middle of the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and it was everywhere. It was a shitty mess. But I did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, I'm not stopping. Like, yo, I've got it to this point. Afterwards, afterwards, I just went and got out of town. They was sitting on the bed halfway soaking because of the fact that they didn't know it could go down like that. But are you kidding? Like, yo, like,
Wait, okay, so wait, so
and and
80.
it smelled like shit afterwards. My whole
Wait,
room
so
was nauseous.
80, you're saying you're fucking in the butthole, boom, 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 and it's going and the shit coming out, and you're like, I'm not stopping because I've already committed to it, and you knew.
On my arms, on my stomach. Because what happens is that that's not the only thing that's coming. Everything is coming all at the same time. So you know what I'm saying? It's all coming at the same time. You know, I mean, it happens. It, it's not. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly natural. There's no reason to feel any type of way. That just means that he did good that time, and nobody was able to handle it. That's just what it
You got some comments coming in here. You are nasty. That
was.
happened to me in 12th grade. I was not happy. Oh hell no. Too late now, Chris says. Anthony says, wait a minute. Somebody said, nigga, I just died. Like, yo, I mean,
And I mean,
that's just like if you are in the middle of doing the act and people and the woman starts to bleed, like maybe her period, you knocked her period loose or whatever the case may be. Do you stop though? Do you stop?
especially
Or
not
you
initially, because initially it feels great. You know what I'm saying? The difference between that is your room don't smell like shit afterwards. I
okay?
mean, yeah, just
So
I
you
mean,
just kept going,
you already you. My thing is this: is
right?
you're where it you are in a hole where it comes from. Why are you so surprised that it happened? Now, if she did that and you was in her mouth, then you should be you want to be concerned.
So
You
wait,
know what
wait.
I'm saying?
And it's a hole that you know that it's coming from. So even if it you know that there's shit in there. So
Yeah, I
you're
know it's in
like
there.
so you're
It's in
like
there. It's in there. You know what I mean? And the fact that I got to it means that I was doing something. You know, you like just mind you, you don't just arbitrarily just go and shit on yourself. But if somebody went and got it out of you, I'm not stopping. I'll stop when I'm done, and then we can clean it up. And you won't hop in the shower together anyway. There you go. Shit on this dick. Y'all can't stay out the shower together.
I mean, okay, so let me ask you a question though. If you put your finger in the butt and pull it out, and there's, I'm gonna call it butter, toffee on it. If it's
So
toffee,
see, so
you then still go within with the penetration.
wait, let me get this straight. So if I stick my finger in her ass and it comes
Yes,
back shitty,
yes,
I still have a chance to go in the ass.
yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Because I mean, the thing about it is the fact that you have, from what I understand, you have to prepare yourself for it. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
you, if you was fucking with 80, you should have been prepared, unless it was on the table, that it was off the table. But that's already a given.
I
I'm
mean,
not.
because you're already there. So you're like, I'm already in it. I'm already doing it. Like somebody just said, hey, I'm not stopping at no light when the light was green and it turns red. So if initially when you start, but that's why I said, so initially you put your finger in it and you pull your finger out and stuff on your finger, and you're like, ah, and she's like, still do it. You're like, fuck it. Because I know what's in there. I know where shit comes from, and I'm about to go in the shit.
Now I'll say that I'll be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? If I pull it in and then it comes back all shitty, like, but you wasn't even ready. But I'm not turning it down. I'm gonna say no, that's okay. No, I'm fixing to get some
Okay,
shit on.
but you're gonna stick your dick in it. You're not gonna eat her butt, but you're sticking it. Okay, so is this raw dog? Someone has asked. Is this a raw dog situation?
If you're in the ass, why not? Like, are you kidding? I'm not wasting no condom like that. That's crazy, yo. That is crazy. Because if you put shit on my dick, I'm putting cum in your ass. That's just how the game go, baby. We tick for tack. We trading out here. You just bought yourself a barter deal. Like you think I'm gonna take it out and get you pregnant? No, that's crazy.
So you I can't even think straight. So you're saying, look, if I go into the ass, you know what I mean? If I'm getting ass, I'm going in raw because I can nut in the ass. I'm not gonna get the ass pregnant or anything like that. So I'm going into the ass raw.
Because just like in any other situation, as soon as you get comfortable, you take your jacket off.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. He wants to go back to eating pussy. Anthony, are you eating pussy from the back? Just answer us. Are you doing it? I don't know. But yo, okay. All right. I mean, you take a jacket off. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. That was very
And I mean,
clever.
again, sometimes on this show, it seems like we shame people. You know what I mean? Not me. I never shame anybody. But sometimes people feel shame. Don't be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the goal. You didn't know what was going to happen. The first time you
Right.
squirted, you didn't know that that's what was going to happen.
But why do men think that squirting is the ultimate achievement?
Yeah, I don't know what the ultimate achievement is. The ultimate achievement is an encore performance. That's the
All this
ultimate.
and you don't kiss in the face.
And now you know why.
Slick, literally. Yes, jacket off. Right. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, listen, I just think that, if you know that, I don't know, you're not always prepared in that situation, but if you can prepare for that situation, I say, prepare the butt, you know, of course, properly clean the anus, also douche the butt, you know what I mean? Because then that way you can kind of cut down on that residue. First of all, do a number two, clean that area very well, douche it, and be prepared for that. If you're not prepared for that, again, we're all adults though. Like that is an area that has that in it. So be prepared for whatever may come
I
when
mean,
you
look, you know what I'm saying? You take your chance with anything. You put it too far in the throat, might get a little throw up. I mean, these are things that happen. You've got to be able to
wait,
play
are you
all
stopping in the
four
throat?
quarters,
Okay, wait.
regardless.
Are you stopping in the throat though, 80? If you do take it too far and it comes in like she throws up a little bit, just throw up on your dick. If she doesn't stop, are you gonna be like, let's stop, let me clean
What
this
am I?
off?
What am I stopping for? That's not my call. You know what I'm saying? You did it. You know what I'm saying? You decided you after what you did to me, because I was convinced if you decide after what you did to me, if you want to continue to clean up your mess or not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I'm not stopping. No, I am
A
not. I
little
would
throw up
love to.
ain't never hurt nobody. You know what? Y'all are nasty as fuck tonight. I am not ready. I'm not ready. So she throws up and you see it and you're like, ugh. You're not like, first of all, you smell it. Like just like shit, vomit, you smell it. That's not an immediate turn off.
Not compared to how she got there. I mean, it's a turn off if we at the carnival and you throw one, but not then. I mean, I think I probably wouldn't mind it every single time. I would probably take a little barf, a little spit up. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to eat. Maybe have a nice soup lunch that day. You know what I mean? A little brothy on my dick. I don't have no problem with stuff like that. I think. So
Don't
if
stop
somebody that wants to
now.
go a day where you're fasting,
Right.
you're fasting and you just eating, just having smoothies. You know what I'm saying? You're in an all broth diet. That's probably the perfect time to get right off on you. I mean, Ramadan is just over. You know what I mean? We have,
Well,
we have
listen, Corey is saying, listen, Wick is saying, listen, if she throws up, then we're going to throw down. So he's saying, no, you throw up, we're gonna throw down. Like,
no, no, no.
please.
I don't think he meant. I think he meant
Oh,
like a.
like down, like we're gonna, yeah, I'm gonna do it more. Okay.
I hope
Now
that's what
we're gonna clean that up real quick. Real quick. Somebody said we can clean it up real quick.
she will. It's hers. Take it right back. Take it right back. I mean, take it back where you got it from.
Hey yo, rule cardinal rule number one. Just if you're gonna continue to do it, just wipe it off. You just take your hand and just
I don't want no. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no corn and old pork chop all over me. But if it comes with it, then clean it. You know what I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I
And
guess women have to think. Would you ask a man? Like if he like threw up a little bit, would you be like, stop? I don't know. Yeah, we don't have that ability to do.
what I will say is that if your man is throwing up while giving you oral, you do know that there's no future in that. Like nigga has a weak stomach. There's a lot of things going on about him, and there's something going on with you. Like if your man is a big drinker and you've never seen him throw up, and he go down on you and he can't stop barfing, you got to check your pH. I mean, shit is real.
Oh my goodness. I be I don't be like you good. And she look at me with the watery eyes with the tears rolling and says yes, then process to slurp. Okay.
Those are the kind of eyes you get with lemon juice. Those are the kind
Right,
of eyes
Chris?
you are talking about.
Those are the lemon juice eyes. Oh my goodness. So listen, boys and girls. A lot of people saying, what did I walk into? We have oh my. Listen, you should have been here earlier because we didn't went through it.
You
We didn't
gotta
went
deal with
through
go getters. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to have somebody in your team that's down for the cause. And
that. And
that's
be grown up about it. Like you go into the ass. There, it has poop in it. You go, you know what I mean. You're going in the back of the throat. There's a possibility there could be a little vomit. It can happen. You gotta marry her. You gotta marry. Wick said you gotta marry somebody that got the watery eyes and the tears and keep on slurping, keeps it going. Run, really, Anthony? Damn, I gotta rewatch it. Yes, Chris, I'm so sorry. You do. It was listen, the things we learned this evening. Oh my lions and tigers and bear, as Marcus would say, we have homework to do. If you have not done some of these things, I suggest you do it. If you have not sucked it from the back, try it. Come on, bend over, get it in. If you haven't eaten it from the back, try it. Little vomit ain't never hurt nobody. 80 proof is saying little shit. I mean, that's what I knew I was going in to get. Things like that. Yes, that's what you call a specialist. Yeah.
yeah. Hell
We're about
yeah.
to get out
Who
of
says
here.
heroes only heroes wear capes? My goodness.
Big facts. So listen, we are on every single Tuesday. We appreciate you guys tuning in. I want to give a big shout out to Dame Arts, the gentleman does my t-shirts and things of that nature. I have t-shirts to sell, sweatshirts to sell, tank tops to sell, with the I'm not right but I'm not wrong on it, some stiletto shirts and things of that nature. So make sure that you hit me up about that. We want to give a shout out to Charmy Nails by Charmy, one of our sponsors, who keeps my nails fabulous and wonderful. Make sure that if you're not doing anything this Friday, check out Second Floor Fridays at Sizzle. That's on the second level. So if you come in on the first level, you see people, cool, but go up them red steps. Upstairs, nice, grown and sexy, house music, club music, R&B, hip hop, all that stuff that you grew up on. That stuff that really takes you back. I wish I was a kid again. All that good stuff. So make sure that you support that this Friday and each and every Friday. Big shout out to Derek Cole Remodeling for also being a sponsor of ours. If you need some home improvement, make sure you hit these people up. Home improvement, nails. Oh my goodness, graphic tees, graphic art, anything. Oh my, I just love it. And partying. Hello. And of course, you want to make sure that you make it to the Stiletto Experience, the Father's Day edition, Friday, June the 17th. I will be dropping the link and all that good stuff soon as we get off of here. Maybe not soon as we get off here, maybe tomorrow, but it'll be out there soon. Get your bib. That's right. No, some of them wear bibs. I know that's right. Hey, y'all, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Pick up class. We got people watching and doing all types of things. I'm wearing my stiletto show for the experience. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, Ella, for tuning in. Thank you, everybody that tuned in and had some fun with me at 80 Proof. 80 Proof, we was rocking alone tonight, but we had Queen. Queen was in the comments. Queen out there getting them coins.
Right.
Montrell's out there getting his coins, but it was us and you getting your coins, and you jumped off of getting your coins to jump on with us. So I greatly appreciate that. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them how they can get to know you, get to know 80 Proof. They calling you Mr. Shitman, but don't let them talk to you like that.
That's okay. Hey, don't threaten me with a good time. You can also call me that too. You can find your boy 80 out in these streets watching these people hump. You know what I'm saying? You ain't safe. You could be in the park, in the mall, in the library. Your boy's out there gawking. Definitely follow me on Instagram at Don't Follow 80 Proof. If you want to holler at me, my email is as opposed to what at Gmail. I'm on this show as often as I can. I know it might seem like me and 1-5 is you on 1 week and we off the other. But there's no quota. We not beefing. This is how the schedules work. But we all a team. And shout out to all you mothers out there. If you're a mother, congratulations on how you got to be a mother. If not, get out there and practice so you can be a mother. And enjoy y'all's week till next week.
That's what I'm talking about. Till next week. Till next week, we are on live on Tuesday. We will be on Facebook on Tuesday from 9:15 to 10:15 or 10, actually 10:30. And then we'll transition over to IG. So I will be putting all the information out there. So if you have an IG account, you can follow us over to IG. We'll be talking about some of the same stuff and some different stuff. So trust me, you don't want to miss that. Make sure that you support anything and everything Brown owned. You know how I feel about that. Yes, indeed. Oh, somebody put the little shitty things. Oh my goodness. What a loyal dude. Yes. Yeah, I
Yo,
have
your
some
boy, your
IG.
boys with the shits. Y'all already know. Your boys with the shits every day.
So listen, I hope to see you guys next week. Tell a friend, bring a friend, tag this, let people know that this is coming on every single Tuesday. And we always got something going on. I might have to get on the episode. Chris, you are invited. Matter of fact, Chris, you are getting on the episode. Not might. You are. Anybody else interested in coming in and being a guest on the show? Listen, we are welcoming you with open arms. So make sure that you hit one of us up. Hit me up. And make sure that you guys follow me. Stiletto Funny. I got a lot of stuff coming up. This is like 2022, the rest of this year, 23, all that. Y'all gonna be like, this chick, I know her. That's all I'm saying about that. But listen, I appreciate you guys. And until we meet again, okay, we don't have Queen to say in her hello, everybody. Like, we don't have it today. But listen, get the summer ready. That's right. I'm rocking with Chris and them on July 17th. Check that out. That is that blackout. That is also on my page and things of that nature. And I'm adding it to the website. So thank you so much. And I appreciate each and every one of you, all of our sponsors. If you're looking to be a sponsor, hit us up as well. Until we meet again.
Yep.
Bye.
So
Bye.
your Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day,
Happy
Stiletto and
Mother's Day.
Queen.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there from Cocktail and Combo. We are loving y'all. Continue to be mothers, actual mothers, like real mothers. If you
Or
haven't
under the covers.
to this point, start now. Start now. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Learn
Bye.
how to sew. Get in that kitchen. Do things the moms do.
Oh, look, Queen said
Catch
bye.
the wind.
She usually does the bye with me, but she's not here. Bye. We love y'all. We love you too. See you guys next Tuesday.